This is reading lesson number 55. This video is for you if you struggle with reading. I'm April McMurtry, a professional reading specialist, dyslexia specialist, and the developer of the Learn Reading program. And I'm going to teach you to read through 100 videos. It's important that you start with lesson 1 and work in order, and I have that video linked for you in the description below. Here's how these lessons will work. The first 10 are taken from my Begin Reading packet, and that is linked next to the number 1 in the description. Lessons 11 through 90 are taken from my Learn Reading lessons, and if you want those worksheets, those are next to the number 2. And lessons 91 through 100 are taken from my Adult Reading class, and that is linked next to the number 3 in the description below. If you do not print the worksheets, that's okay, but I need you to push pause and write down the things that you will see on the screen. So if you don't have them, push pause, grab a pencil and a paper so that you can be ready, and then come right back. I will have 2 videos for you each week. You're welcome to follow along with me here for free, or I would love for you to join me in my live adult reading class. And that link again is next to the number 3 in the description. And if you want an online tutor, I can recommend several, and those are in the description as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, here's where we left off last time. We were working on that QU sound, which is a voiceless sound. It says kwa, kwa, kind of like a quiet KW. So these last 4 words are liquid, liquid, square, quiver, and equipment, equipment. So today we will be on lesson 55. Our sight word is light, L-I-G-H-T, light, as in the opposite of dark. So here is a sight word page for you to practice reading these irregularly spelled words. Your new grapheme is an A consonant E at the end of a multi-syllable word. So when you have an A with a consonant and a silent E at the end of a longer word, that A is often going to change to the I sound. It's going to say I. So for instance, A-T-E will say it. A-G-E will say idge. A-N-E, no, that's not a good example. Let me see what else we have here. A-T-E, A-G-E, A-C-E. A-C-E will say is. I'll show you some examples later in this lesson, but for now, when you see an A consonant E on this page, I want you to say the short I sound for that, where that A is. So this would be idge, this would be is, this would be it. Okay, and then here is your phonemic awareness page. Find where you hear the I in these words. And then here we are. So here's a bunch of examples all throughout this lesson on seeing that A, T-E, A-G-E, or A-C-E at the end of a multi-syllable word where that A makes the short I sound. So let's do the first 4 here together. So if I were going to pencil read this word, I know that this UR is going to make the sound, and I'm going to make this a short I symbol to remind myself that A consonant E at the end of a multi-syllable word, that A usually changes to the I sound. This C is going to sound like a S because it'll make a soft sound because there's an E after it, and E's at the end are usually silent. So when you pencil read this word, we have F, R, N, I, S. Pushing those sounds together, it's furnace, furnace, furnace. All right, I'll be quiet while you work on these next 3. So we know that this C is going to make its hard sound to sound like a K because there is not an E, I, or Y after it. This A is going to say A because the next 2 letters are consonants. This A is going to say I because it's part of an A consonant final E at the end of a multi-syllable word. This G is going to make a soft sound and say J because the next letter is an E, I, or Y, and E's at the end are usually silent. This word is full of rules, isn't it? So the sounds are K, A, B, I, J. Pushing those together, we have cabbage. Cabbage. Excellent. Let's try the next one. So here this O follows the tap 2 rule. There is a vowel 1 or 2 doors down, so that O is going to say its name and say O. Here we have that A consonant E unit again, where that A is going to say I, and G is going to make it soft sound because there's an E after it, and the E is silent. So we have S, T, O, R, I, J. Storage, storage, storage. Excellent. Let's try this last one. Now this A is going to be a rule breaker. It's going to say ah. I'll let you do the rest on your own. So this A is a rule breaker and it says ah. This A says I because of that unit that we are learning about, A consonant E at the end. G makes it soft sound because there's an E after it, and the E is silent. So the sounds are D, A, M, I, J. Putting them together, damage, damage. Well done. Okay, here are the last 4 for you to do for extra practice. I'll come back next time and tell you what those were. Here are your vocabulary words to continue your own practice. Here are some word cards for you to practice fluency. 2 pages in case you wanted to just make some flashcards out of those. Here are some sentences for you to practice reading the words in context. And here's a story. Quentin goes to the Flyby Motel. All right, my friends, you are doing fantastic. Keep it up, and I'll see you in the next video.